Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, May 6th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I hope you enjoyed your Cinco de Mayo. Once again, thank you to Roxana from Caliente Grill for humoring me by doing our introduction yesterday. Not that I understood much of it, but I do know that they make a great margarita and they have some awesome food. Check out Caliente Grill if you never have. All right, it is Friday, so let's bring on the wet and soggy weekend, shall we? It's a very slow news day today and mostly centered around the Anne Arundel County Public Schools. Up first, the district settled a federal lawsuit with the Levy family for $2.5 million. Bowen Levy was a special needs student who died in 2019 after swallowing a glove while at school. He suffered from pica, which is a disorder that makes someone try to eat things that are not food. The State Department of Social Services found that the school, Central Special School, negligent and said that its death actually involved child neglect. The school ended up blaming it on staffing issues. However, as part of this settlement, the school entered into a 3-year consent decree to develop a pica safety protocol and a special education citizens advisory committee. The school has already addressed the staffing deficiencies, and as part of the agreement, the board was to issue a formal statement, which they have, and there is a statement that both parties agree that since it was never adjudicated or tried in a court, there are no merits to any of the claims brought forth, and the agreement should not be considered any evidence of guilt or liability. The school must pay the family the $2.5 million within 30 days. And while this can never erase the pain the Levy family must endure, it hopefully assures that nothing like this could ever happen again. In some more upbeat news about the school system and a boon to parents who are struggling with inflation, the Board of Education is holding the price of school meal prices at the same level as it was last year and the 6 years prior to that. Breakfast is at $1.50. Lunch for elementary school kids is $2.75, and middle and high schoolers are $3. Milk stays steady at 55 cents. And here's something I didn't realize. Food services is not part of the county budget for schools. They actually sustain themselves on federal reimbursements, state funding, and the sale of the meals. Interesting. As we begin a wrap, see, I told you it was a late news day. Our own Ann Alsina from Covington Alsina was lauded by her alma mater, the University of Florida. She was named a Gator 100 for being one of the fastest growing businesses led or owned by an alumni of the school. You need to have been in business for 5 or more years and have seen revenues exceeding $250,000 for the past 3 years. And then the books are examined by the independent accounting firm of Ernst & Young to determine the ranking. So congrats to Anne and her team on becoming Gator 100s. With the weather for this weekend, I am going to offer a few events with the caveat that you need to check the socials or websites before you head out to make sure that they are still going to happen. But the Historic Annapolis' annual plant sale is going on at the Pecos House and Gardens. That's tomorrow and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. both days. The Maritime Republic of Eastport's .05K run is scheduled for the crack o' noon tomorrow, but registration begins at 9 a.m. at the tent at the Long and Foster office on 6th Street. And for it seems the gazillionth time, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County is hosting the Walk for the Animals at Quiet Waters Park on Sunday. It begins at 9 a.m. and goes till noon. Always a fun morning at Quiet Waters Park. We do know that the Siete de Mayo celebration for the incoming restaurant at the Annapolis Town Center called Urbano has been pushed back to next weekend. It was scheduled for the 7th, as has the garage sale / flea market at the Pitt Moyer Rec Center. And of course, on Sunday, it is Mother's Day, which will never be canceled or postponed. So please make sure that you thank your moms in your life. Tell them that you love them, yours and your kids. And if your mom is no longer here, stop and give her a silent thanks. I'm sure she'll still get the message. Looking into midweek next week, Homestead Gardens is having a GNO or a girls' night out on Thursday the 12th. Free booze, free food, and discounts. Rumor has it these are a lot of fun, but hey, I wouldn't know. They never have a boys' night out. And that's it for the news, but here are some podcast news for you. Up tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, One You Love Home Care, appropriate enough for Mother's Day weekend, and next Saturday, Bean Rush Cafe. And finally, as always, thank you for listening, and if you are somewhere where you can leave us a rating or a review, please do that, and make sure that you let your friends, family, and colleagues all know to give us a follow, because it really, really does help us. A quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, the Arts Council of Arundel County, who will be hosting their gala, Paint the Town, on the 14th, Solar Energy Services, and the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. It's Friday, so I'm going to take this time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, keep shopping local, and have a very happy Mother's Day to all you mothers and mothers-to-be out there. Other than that, we'll see you on Monday. Now hang tight. George Young from DC Mdva Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just a minute.
Join the party at the Westin Annapolis on May 14th for the Arts Council of Anne Arundel County's premier fundraising event, Paint the Town. We'll celebrate 29 years of providing leadership and advocacy for our local arts community. You'll enjoy cocktails, dinner, and live entertainment with special guests Cell Spitfire, Christy Allen, Jonathan Stone, Mike Noonan, and the Annapolis Symphony Academy String Quartet, and more. Get your tickets now at www.acaac.org. That's www.acaac.org. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DC Mdva Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DC Mdva Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DC Mdva Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, May the 6th. Yesterday delivered as expected with a comfortable weather day with mixed skies and temps near 70, but today through Sunday will be anything but comfortable with rain in the mix most of the way, along with well below average temps all the way through Sunday. Look for off and on showers today with highs in the low to mid 60s, to be followed by showers and thunderstorms and a persistent breezy east wind tomorrow with highs only in the 56 to 61 degree range across all of Anne Arundel County, with showers possibly lasting into the AM hours of Mother's Day Sunday, with temps again only maxing out around the 60 degree mark. So plan and dress accordingly on Sunday as we celebrate all moms across the region, with a hope for some sunshine to break through in the PM hours. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DC Mdva Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there despite the less than stellar weather. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, as well as through our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And as always, be sure to download our DC Mdva Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get: how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today at 410-599-1370 so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.